Call the meeting to order. The first item is a discussion action on the April 27th minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second that.
All those in favor? That's everyone. Our next item is the project discussion, modular options, and Roger.
Well, I've contacted 3 companies. The first one was this Showcase Homes of Maine, which wasn't the highest rated one. And I sent him pictures of the floor plan for the library and the plot plan.
Right.
And they said, well, we'll check this out and see if something we can do, we'll get back to you. That was a month ago. I've contacted them twice. I've been emailing them like once a week and haven't heard anything back. So my guess is they're not able to do it. And then I contacted another one, it's called Southern Maine Modular, and they said right off the bat that they couldn't do it. So that was and then the last one I contacted was one I thought was in Norridgewock, but it's actually in Chelsea. It's that New England rent to own.
Yeah.
And so I contacted them, sent them the same pictures, and that was, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And emailed them to ask them if they had heard anything, got anything. So I called them this morning, and I talked to a guy, Jordan, who's I guess he's one of the sales people. And he said, oh yeah, Jeremy's got it on his desk, but he's, out doing site reviews or something today. He said, as soon as he gets back, I'll make sure he looks at it. And they've had like 2 weeks.
Well, it's a busy time of year for them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I know it will be on his radar, because I went back to look when we had our Facebook video of this, he had
Right.
liked our video, so when we had mentioned him specifically, so hopefully it's on his radar.
Yeah. So hopefully. This Jeremy Turner, I guess his name is, will get back to me soon. And if he does, I'll email everybody and let you know what.
Yeah,
What he,
hopefully they can do it, and it doesn't have to be the whole thing,
well, I mentioned that to this guy Jordan. I said, we could do just the main part of the building. His concern was that the width of the building is like 40 feet or 42 feet or something, and he thought when they ship out the modular sections, they're limited as to how wide they can
Right.
be. And there would be like 20 or 21 feet, which might be too wide. And I'm not sure how they would do that in like 3 sections wide,
Yeah.
so. The length of it would have to be like in 3 sections. So it end up, the least they could do would be like six sections. And if they can get something that wide on the road, I don't know what the laws are for. I know
They
they
can
have,
be over width, they have to have people follow them.
Yeah.
Lead them, I'm not sure the exact width, but they know, they would know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do what they could to help you.
because when they bring those like double wide houses, and they're not usually 20 feet wide, because they're.
Come in pieces, 4 pieces sometimes, but I think if they could build what you want, if they're willing to at least talk about it.
So,
And like we said, even if you did the community side of it another year or, whatever. Get a library that you can still do your events in without a giant community building. Right, so even if you have to roll shelves down the hallway to fit 40 people out front. It saves you $500,000, roll your shelves. That's my thought.
yeah, the other thing I was thinking about while trying to deal with all these modular people is, if nobody could do it for whatever reason. Are there any like carpenters, builders in the area? I've only been here 10 years. I don't know all the construction people in town, but I mean.
Oh, yeah, there is.
You know.
They're gonna want more than the blueprint we have. They're gonna wanna know trusses and all that stuff. And it almost has to be engineered again, doesn't it? Or at least to get the top half figured out.
You could probably take what we have to materials vendor. And they could convert that stuff for
I
us.
can't remember.
Well, we could probably use somebody that we know, right? It's somebody, a sounding board, somebody like Gene's husband, could be a sounding board as to how we could pull that together at low cost. But generally, somebody will pull plans together, you purchase materials or something through them.
Hammond does that. Yeah.
I mean, if we had a local contractor that did it, it would be like. I can't imagine it would be $3 million, like, you know,
You still need somebody to, job manager to figure out the concrete and somebody to figure out the plumbing, and you still gonna need all that stuff.
Mm.
I think that was vaguely put in the original price they gave us, right?
Yeah.
But. You have to change some stuff to put in. Your. Closet with all your plumbing and heater and all that stuff, and
mhm.
it's doable. Give them the blueprint and see what they come back with. You know, worth the job.
I mean, plumbing,
Sharpen it up.
would be that, what are we talking about for heating in there? Was there,
Do we get that far?
They kinda did, they talk radiant, right? Propane,
Oh, I didn't know I thought we were at something centralized.
I don't know, I thought they talked about putting a propane tank out back. Somehow, I don't know how, they're not really out back, so.
Yeah.
They had talked about propane, but
Yeah. Yeah.
the actual type inside of it,
No. They did make it sound like it was a centralized system though.
Yeah.
right, so that was gonna be a handler or something.
Yeah, that's fine, I'm not familiar with any of that stuff, so. Worth thinking about.
would heat pumps be in the mix or?
That was nixed because of the size of the building, I thought, yeah. Maybe using some smaller spaces, if
Alright,
you had something to set off on the side or something, but. Maybe to heat, cool the current libraries.
Yeah.
The most efficient way.
Yeah, it works well for the current library, but
Right.
yeah.
was worth it, shop it around to Hammond or. Whoever. You know, go ahead. See if they can.
You think that'd be the best thing to start with is Hammond?
Well, so, I don't know,
Well, they would handle the lumber part of it. Would they handle like the concrete part or?
no.
So that,
No, they would just do
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
They were,
Figure out.
they'll do the plans and then if you buy materials there, then. they'll
Yeah, so
refund you
many
money.
percentage of your plan, if
Yeah.
you buy, well, this was like
Alright,
7 years ago, but yeah, if you buy so many percentage of your supplies there, they'll. Do plans for free.
Yeah,
So you got Hammond or you got Ware Butler, those are the two in the game.
well, that was sold out.
Hammond,
Oh, touche, sorry.
you got Hammond lumber.
Yeah, you got the over. They can be generous too, though, as far as,
Yeah,
you know, contributing.
They've helped
to
us out
project.
with, rec stuff before. You know, it's not huge, but it all helps.
Yeah. Yeah, I think off the top of my head, I think the only one is like maybe McCormick.
That's the other one, sorry, yeah.
Other one.
But I don't know if they're gonna run plans on it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I do know the Hammond one, so, yeah.
yeah, I'll contact Hammond.
did you wanna do the whole thing, Richard, or do you wanna just focus on the library side?
It's not up to me.
Okay,
My instinct says focus on library proper first. And if we could build the space that. We want. That satisfies the library within reason, then I think that's where you really need to put a pin in it. If you need that extra community space for library activities, because we can't get into one building, then. We might look at it differently, but I think in this situation, the goal would be to get
The library.
a library. And do within the confines of the library, not look for the extras.
Yeah.
I think that was a selling point. With a bigger project, was to get that added community space, and if we could do it
Yeah,
at a substantial discount, I
I
think
think
that's.
it's probably worth it. I mean, you could fit quite a few people up front, you really have to move the shelves down, put them in the children's area.
yeah, but it still gives a lot more room than we have now. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Worth a shot. So yeah, just to figure it out without the community center on it.
It's like 3,600, was it, something like that, and that's twice, that's twice what we have.
Yeah.
Right now.
Now, the plans that we have, what I've been sending to people are. you know, one of these here plus the land plan. But this, you know, doesn't tell them, like if I go to Hammond, you know, are we talking about just a single pitch roof, you know, or is it gonna be, you know, are we gonna have like cathedral ceiling type things, or, I mean, if you do that, then you, a couple of things that some of the people that I talked to at the modular people said that that's too wide without a center wall or posts,
Right.
you know. And that
I think
doesn't,
yeah, the cathedral ceiling was just in this front part here, it wasn't back there.
but like this front part here doesn't have, you know, there's no supporting wall or, you know.
We did have a drawing on, one of those papers, I didn't bring my stuff, but that showed the, outside.
Yeah, I have that too.
Yeah.
I can show that to Hammond, but.
Yeah. I don't think we have to have a cathedral ceiling. You know, that's not necessary, I think it would be nice maybe to have it look like something they were talking about, but.
I mean, they could do exterior
Right.
view as well, and, you know, I would just, for the sake of space, this is what we want to include.
Just do the plans of that,
Right,
rather than,
and if they wanna create a little bit more dimension or a bump out, then great. Obviously, it's an added cost, but finding somewhere in heavy.
yeah.
So then is that something like the town would have to like bid out type of thing, or?
It's on a second piece of food, like this right here.
Hmm.
That was and that was the community room.
Yeah.
But like I just said, we don't need it. Well, that's not face.
Well, we'll see what Hammond
So,
says.
yeah, okay.
You're gonna keep all the front. And the little buttresses in the front and keep all that, we're gonna just make a square. A lot of room on. Get every one of them bump outs in the front.
That's it's an added expense too, because
Yeah.
every
Like 6 feet.
corner,
Yeah.
it's like a closet, there's just as much work in the closet as there
I
is.
feel like if you do it, I feel like if you just square that off and then there's always like. You can add things, but that would make it more sectioned, you know what I mean, like whether it's
Yeah.
a bookcase or a plant
Yeah.
or a, yeah.
Certain windows.
Yeah.
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 Create an exterior of plot airlock where it butted out,
Right,
you have an entry into that as opposed to an entry inside.
yeah,
Yeah.
Type of thing.
That's right,
yeah,
that makes more sense too.
yeah,
Yeah.
You can have a lower level gable or.
yeah,
So we're just gonna look at the library part for
I
now.
would.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have it all, at this point, we need a library. You might be able to get it so you can do what you need in front of it. Big community building would be nice, but maybe it'll fit on the other corner someday,
Mhm.
get, you know, money saved, build a community building there, but. Yeah, I think it goes back to having your library with a nice garden space now, instead of having nothing.
I mean, this will give us a baseline on materials.
Yeah.
And then it could allow us to go look for a contractor that could theoretically get us a price on
Yeah.
Building.
total.
Hammond will like rough it in and then contractor, gonna be the one that. So you're gonna need this and you don't need those, you need these and the builder will. Fine tune it for you.
I'll start with Hammond and then see what they say and go from there, look
Yeah.
for contractors. Hammond probably has a list of people that could do something like that, you know.
They'll give us an honest, cost per square foot too, just for the building side of it.
Would you go to Belgrade? Hammond.
When I go to Belgrade,
Mm,
for what?
To Hammond and Belgrade,
Oh,
I think you get better results.
that's where we
That's
had to go to do our planning,
I can go to Belgrade,
Yeah.
yeah.
Both
Yeah.
sections there.
yeah. But again, that was, yeah, I don't know, now that they have more locations, it. You can probably call and they direct you on the best place to go.
I think. You'll find that the more knowledgeable ones in Belgrade, just let's say it like that.
Yeah, Belgrade's not a big deal.
All right. Any other business? Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. I know it's a lot, and
All the legwork.
don't let it overwhelm you. If you need help, just ask. Somebody can go with you and help here.
Well. Hopefully. I'll have more information next time.
Any questions, just send an email or call or. Not very far away, so. Everyone's happy to help.
So we'll set the next meeting date.
Fourth week of June brings to the 22nd and 23rd, Monday, Tuesday.
It's fine, we can all work for me,
23rd sounds familiar to me.
Well, today.
The 23rd. I could tentatively do it, it sounds familiar to me, so I've gotta, and maybe.
Were we on Tuesdays before?
You're on Mondays.
We're on Monday.
But then yesterday was the holiday, so we.
Right,
paused
so
it.
we wanna go to Monday the 22nd at 1?
Sure. That works for everybody. Okay. Any more discussion or any? Okay. Okay, well, adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.